You check it at Yana, and it just sort of sticks to her chest and then drizzles off.
Wow.
Don't jizz on Yana.
Oh god. That was like.
I feel awkward, so I throw in at Fern too, just to like make it even.
She bats it out of the air.
Nice.
No.
Bitch.
You've been noped.
All right. Well.
So, Seven, I should clarify. You are wearing everything that you would when you go to sleep.
Aw.
Which means, I assume, pajamas?
Pajam jams.
And probably your necklace.
Yeah. Definitely my necklace. I don't take that fucker off.
Yeah. So you've still got that magical item, but that's probably it.
Wow.
Want me in this goddamn darkness.
And the balls are still going. But they're lessening. There's going to be less balls here soon.
This
Let's-
is really just a surreal ass situation.
7, you should escape.
How?
Big purple
Grab
balls.
those balls.
Ayo, Todd. Let's go grab those balls.
Todd grabs you around the waist and pulls you to him and starts swimming with a ferocity you've never seen.
Nice.
So gross,
Wait, you
and
can
I
hear me?
never want to hear that.
It was wonderful.
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway. Oh shit. Anyway, you reach the balls in a matter of seconds.
Wait,
I need to stop talking about balls.
did you grab Matt first, though?
No, I don't know him. I don't know this bitch.
You notice as you get towards the balls that there's a tingling in your fingers as your fingernails start to dissolve.
Ah!
Ew.
Whoa!
Your hair is starting to dissolve. The tips of your toes are starting to tingle and burn as they too start to dissolve. Your entire body is starting to dissolve in this blackness. But
Oh, God.
just as you start to notice that, Todd grabs a ball and you two are yanked out from the darkness and are now standing in the ballroom. And Todd seems to have a moment where he's also in another world. His eyes go just blank. His face is emotionless. And he's sort of frozen there for a moment, just holding you before coming back and setting you down on the ground.
I am a very small child and he's very tall.
Matt, you're experiencing the same thing. You are starting to dissolve.
Can I see anything?
No.
Wait, so everyone down there is dissolving?
Everyone down there is starting to dissolve.
We have to
Have
get
fun, fucker.
As Todd and Seven come out, Todd quickly coughs out another Dispel Magic down into the darkness. And for a brief instant, Matt, you can see them above you outside of it, and you can see the balls bouncing, and you can see everyone around you, all the children, the women, all the men, all floating in this darkness with you. And they remain, but above you disappears again. All you can see are the balls bouncing into the darkness.
I begin furiously swimming.
As do a lot of people. Roll a dexterity check for me. Old lady rolled an 18.
Holy shit.
Damn. 13.
13.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's not great. Oof.
You add your modifier?
Yeah.
Bummer.
Give me just a second. Let me figure out what all the other NPCs are doing. Oh! Not good!
Oh god.
Okay. So, you see a few people reach the balls before you, grabbing one after another. The old lady somehow got there before everyone else and was out first. You see
She was
these,
very
these
afraid.
yeah. You
Old
see
lady
these.
knows how to swim.
You see these two elven children, one of which is not a strong swimmer, and you can tell that right away, and his left leg is almost completely dissolved as his sister grabs him and throws him up into the balls, and coming in just a few seconds after him, and the two disappear into the darkness. You see other people who just cannot swim and are very clearly dissolving faster than anyone else as they try and struggle against it. And just as you feel your body start to be like, okay, it's time to die, you grab one of the balls and you are flung out into the ballroom, along with about 10 other people out of the 30 that were down there.
Wow.
No. Tragic.
That's a lot of dead
I'm just
people.
like, I don't give a shit about any of these people.
Okay, so I want to tell you this now. The fancy lady was also down there, if you recall. The fancy lady
that bitch die?
No, she rolled a natural 20.
Damn it!
So
My God.
she got out of there pretty fucking fast. But as soon as you resurface, everything stops hurting and dissolving, and slowly you actually start to regenerate whatever had been lost.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that little boy sits there and he waits for about 5 minutes for his foot to come back, and it just does not.
Oh.
Little boy, cripple!
Damn.
hey, Seven, do you have my arm?
Yeah. Seven is seven. You guys turn around now and you see all these people sort of gasping for air and like touching each other like, what the fuck?
And I'm just like holding this arm like.
And Seven is clutching this huge fucking arm.
I'm just like, oh, is
Big-
this yours? Here
big
you
I
go.
run over and I'm like, oh, thanks.
I just found an arm.
Do you? What do you do with it? You just gonna hold
I
it?
just push it back onto my arm.
You squish it back on, and it goes right back. It goes right back.
Oh, good.
It completely reattaches.
More of your arm
After
comes
my right
off.
arm.
It was your left arm because it was your dominant arm.
Okay.
All of the balls fade and stop bouncing, and you're just sort of left in this room with all of these confused people. Not even half of which you know were the people that were down there, because there were a lot more, and a lot of them just never woke up. And they were fancy-looking people. They were dignitaries and generals and soldiers and people that work in the castle. They were dissolved.
There's a lot of assassination tonight.
Dang.
Can someone just push the king's bones in the dark?
Yana casts like a broom that moves on its own that just like sweeps them out over.
Just like sweeps it away.
At this point, now that everything's sort of calmed down a little, Fern goes over and looks down at the bones, and she doesn't say anything, but she picks the crown up and then walks out of the room.
Yana, follow her.
Oh, yeah, I should. What am I gonna say? Oh, sorry, I murdered your dad.
You only half murdered him.
Okay,
Well, the
I'm sorry, hold on.
timeline is
Are you having this argument in game? Please tell me you are. Okay, Matt, you see these people arguing, and I assume you find it just funny.
Yeah, I'll start chuckling to myself.
You almost died. It's okay. You can laugh.
Did Todd ever put me down?
Yeah, he put you down.
Okay.
He put you down the minute that he stopped being superhero Todd and has gone back
Okay,
to
good.
sniffly. Oh
Okay.
God, I touched
Weird.
7, Todd.
What a baby.
What a nerd.
It's still the middle of the night. It's still late in hour. 2 hours may have gone by, but It's like fucking nothing. It was late. You're tired. Your spells are probably not that exhausted because the big boss fight didn't happen like I wanted it to.
Wait, what was supposed to be the boss fight?
A skull came out of the ground, and then it just knocked you unconscious.
Bitch, please.
Well, what was I supposed to like survive that and like fight him?
Yeah, but we'll talk about it later.
All right.
So is there anything you want to do now that you're all freed?
Can I go get my shit?
Yeah, you can go back to your room.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back to room and get all my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, you guys go back to your room and you spend a little time re-equipping and you're like, okay, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight. Matt, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna, like, check to make sure that everything still works that was dissolving.
Oh, yeah. Well, your dick's gone. But no. Oh god, that'd be so funny though. Welcome to my game. Goodbye, penis.
Jesus.
What?
Everything's fine. There's nothing that dissolved so bad that it couldn't regenerate.
Except that kid's foot.
Well, it seems that people that weren't as mentally strong and physically strong dissolved faster.
Wow, that's brutal.
Yeah, which is why.
So the old lady is extremely mental.
Yeah. She's fucking decked.
Damn.
Ideal.
She just rolled really fucking high. I don't know what to tell you. But you guys re-equip all your shit. You get out of your gym jams and get buff. What are you guys doing?
I don't know. What the hell do we do after that?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You gotta go find my dragon.
Oh yeah, we have
Yeah,
to
we gotta
find
go find Lyriel.
Lyriel
Follow the
and
dragon fire.
yeah.
Are you trying to track?
Hey, what about the ball though?
The balls? Oh, like the banquet, the fancy ball that you're supposed to attend?
Oh wait, we should probably go find the princess.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need to
Protecting
find her
her.
too.
I told you to follow her.
Well, yeah, but
The princess went back to her room.
yeah.
We
She's still
grab
probably-
her. We have to protect her.
Yeah. Hey, but just a quick question. Since we kind of killed her dad, who's paying us?
Oh my god!
If no one's paying us, I will leave.
That's what you get from this?
I mean, I get a lot of other things from it, but it's a thought that I had at the moment.
I guess she is.
Yes.
No, it's okay.
She would technically immediately inherit the throne. She's technically now the ruler of
Okay.
the Elven
Oh my
Kingdoms.
god, I can't believe that happened.
Can you believe I called it?
What? You called it?
Well, I was like, what if he's good? And you guys were like, ha, shut up, there's no way.
I mean, you don't know that he was good.
I guess
Oh,
it's.
no.
Could have been a shitty king or a shitty father.
So you guys gear back up, and then you step out of your rooms, and then kind of look at each other like, well, what the fuck are we doing? We're looking for Lyriel, I guess. The DM has no idea where you're going with this, so...
Oh, maybe we should do something we're supposed. You want us to? I don't know.
What? I can't tell you what to do. You do you, boo.
Well, yeah, but if we're gonna like destroy anything you had planned, you should probably,
You already destroyed all my hopes and dreams.
Oh well.
No,
I guess you
I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. As soon as you guys are finished getting dressed, there's suddenly a lot of things happening in the castle because it's been reported that a lot of people just dissolved in the floor. And so guards are running everywhere. They're looking for anyone magically inclined who's not supposed to be there. They're searching for just anything and everything, and they're starting to pat people down, and they're starting to go through people's rooms.
Great.
You should
I
get out of
fucking
here.
sprint out of the castle.
You sprint out of the castle. You got a lot of stolen shit, I just remembered.
I
You do.
know. Gone.
Saul still got the receipts on it. Or not the receipts, the tags. You bolt out the castle, I assume through a back door, not the front door.
Probably the back door.
Just make a stealth check for me.
Good.
All of us.
Are you all running?
I mean, I
I'm
guess
running
so.
for the princess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I got it. 13. That's
Stealth.
Wow. The guards rolled a 12. I assume they have some kind of bonus,
Wait, where's stealth? Oh, I found it. Never mind.
actually. Well, hold on.
Oh my god, I only rolled a 4.
I rolled a 3, but my stealth is plus 10, so
Jesus!
Holy
yeah.
You guys make it through to the back gardens where there's just things burned all to shit. Just everything's been burned all to shit. It looks
Lyriel went fucking crazy.
it looks like something happened almost at the same time as your shit went down, or somewhere in between there. Because stuff
Matt,
is
what are you doing?
still burning. Yeah, Matt, what are you doing?
I'm probably gonna leave too, because shit's getting shady.
Do you
And
see
I'm a
us
tiefling.
sprinting out?
Yeah, you are a
Wait, am I
tiefling.
with them?
What?
Am I with them?
Yeah, you're with them.
Okay.
Yeah, roll a stealth check for me, Matt.
Oh boy. Let's see, what's my software? It's 2. 3!
Did you roll a 1? Nice. He critical failed, but
Oh,
that's
he
plus
crit
2.
failed? Okay, well, so did the guards. So we're at a standstill here.
He technically got a 3 with his plus thingy.
He technically did. I will say that you are a noisy motherfucker as you're getting out of here. You're carrying all your stuff, and it's not in your backpack, you're just, like, holding it. You're still in your pajamas or whatever, and you're just running down the stairs with clomp, clomp,
My
clomp,
armor
clomp.
over my shoulder.
And
Snail mail, so that's
nobody sees you. You basically,
Somehow.
you run right into a fucking guard, and he just looks at you, and then goes, "Hey you!" and starts running past you. But you run out the back door into the back gardens, and then you trip over something. And you tumble to the ground, and it's quite humorous. And you look back, and there's just the angriest looking little halfling staring at you. That
Beat the shit out of you!
you just tripped over.
I will literally beat the shit out of you.
And you recognize them as that one halfling
I
from a
punch
little
him
bit
in
ago.
the face while he's still on the ground.
No, roll an attack. Jesus Christ.
11. What's your AC? 16. Damn, it doesn't hit.
Your fist just sort of like...
Wait, you're not wearing your armor.
Okay.
No, you wouldn't get your armor bonus. You're carrying your armor.
I rolled an 11.
Shit.
Against, like, a nothing AC, you punch him square in the nose, but it doesn't really do anything because you're tiny.
Bitch!
What? You wanted to play a fucking halfling with tiny hands.
I know.
I'm large.
Yeah, I know.
You're tiny.
And the three of you now see sitting before you this tiefling. I give you Matt.
I'll murder you in your goddamn sleep.
Fuck off.
Hey, have you seen my dragon?
No?
Yeah, no, you haven't seen it.
Question mark?
Oh, this is a great moment. Oh, is that my dog? I'm sorry. So there's just you're standing in the middle of this garden. There's still guards sort of running, not really all around you, but around trying to put the fire out. And you're about to just pack up and fucking go when the princess also comes running out behind you, now wearing more sort of travel gear. Like, okay, hold the fuck on, I cannot.
Clank, 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 clank. Running down the hallways, clank, clank. Just not being noticed by anyone.
They're trying to find everyone but you.
Yeah. They don't care. Like,
You're just like, well, there's that guy. Let's
Hey, that guy.
I will definitely still know where he is.
I'm back. So Fern appears in adventuring gear. She has cut her hair. Her gigantic mane of brown hair is now just gone. She's just got this shaggy, short, curly brown hair. And she looks almost like a boy because she's not dressed to the nines. She's not all fancy like she usually is. Even when you were on the train, she was disguised but still looked fancy. Now, she looks like any rough and tumble bard. She's got her flute strapped to her hip. She's got an adventuring pack on. She's got the boots, the saggy sort of leather pants. And she doesn't even look like she thought about you guys. She's already just... She walks out, looks at you, and then just keeps walking.
Well, maybe.
What?
Wait, princess!
Oh, yeah.
I don't know where she's going.
She turns to you, just sort of looks over her shoulder, still walking in a very quick pace, and she pulls something out of her pocket and holds it out. And you guys see a glowing arrow just floating in her hand. And then she puts it back in her pocket and keeps walking.
Wait, what is that?
what the fuck was that?
I'm gonna do the voice. Hold on.
It's been a while.
It's, since I've done Fern, yeah. She says, I'm going to find your dragon and I'm going to kill the people who are responsible for my father's death. You can come with me or you can stay here. I don't care. And she keeps walking.
Oh, we're going with her.
Yeah, we're gonna go with her, but we're not gonna tell her that Yana fucking her.
She was there.
This sounds interesting, so I'm going to follow.
Whoa.
You have a tiefling following you, just carrying his armor still.
Fucking rest.
I'm also going to, like, as I'm following.
Just like really awkwardly walk.
Just one. What's your name?
Hey.
Aranan?
Aranan?
Yes.
He picked a weird name.
2. Put some fucking clothes on.
I'm in the process of that, in case you can't see.
3.
Like, get your shit together, because you're way
Like,
too
you
loud.
tripped over me. I'll murder you.
The princess rounds the corner and starts walking towards the stables.
Oh, she's getting a horse.
Horses!
I don't know.
Like, your tiefling doesn't know how to ride a horse?
Well, thanks.
Your tiefling doesn't know. It's gonna be great. You guys all enter the... You guys enter the stables, and there's about... I'm gonna use the term a lot. There's a lot of horses. There's about a lot of horses. But there's other things, too. There's these things that kind of look like big elk. There's draft
Reindeer!
horses, which are about twice the size of a normal horse. They're just fucking huge. They're meant for bigger people to ride.
Orcs and stuff?
Yeah, like orcs and stuff.
You're a half-orc, you're not as big.
I'm
And
still pretty big.
the only person in this stable right now is an older gentleman with dark hair and skin and he's standing there just sort of brushing down a horse. And as you guys enter, he sort of turns towards you and he says to stay out of stable number 3 because the bear's still asleep.
Well, that's cute.
What are you
I
guys
go
doing?
wake him the fuck up.
You're gonna go wake up the... Okay, you go to stable number 3.
No.
Wait, what? Who's awake in stable number 3?
I said the bear is still sleeping.
Oh.
Wanna ride a bear?
You want to ride a bear?
No, I'm too small.
No, you're
I
not.
find a pony.
You find a pony?
Yes.
There are some miniature horses. There's no ponies kept here because they don't breed horses here. But there are some smaller horses that you can choose from.
Good. I choose one of them.
What color would you like? There's a brown one and a white one and a speckled one.
The fucking pure white one.
Hell yeah! You get on the tiny unicorn.
Yeah!
It's not a unicorn.
Damn. Is it a binacorn?
No, it is not Geralt the Binacorn.
Damn.
You get on the littlest horse you can find that's a very soft, pure white, and she seems very, very happy to have someone to ride her.
I pet her mane.
Oh my god, she loves you. She's absolutely enamored.
Yay.
Are you guys all finding horses of similar persuasion?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
All the pure white ones.
You guys, there are all pure white. Do you guys want to go matchies?
Oh my god.
I choose a reddish color.
All right, you find a horse that's it's definitely a brown, but in the right light, it could be mistaken for a very dark red, like a ginger horse. It's fucking nasty.
I want an all black horse with a gray mane.
I would say that there are a few, but none of which you would be able to ride,
Ooh.
because they're not draft horses. You have to pick one of the draft horses, which are there's a brown one with a sort of blonde mane, and then a speckled one with a black mane.
Wait, a draft horse? Is that the bigger one?
Yeah, it's the only kind that can really carry you for long distances.
Is it just a big horse?
It's just a big horse.
Okay, and there's what color? Sorry.
Oh my god. There's a brown one with a blonde mane, and then a speckled one with a black mane.
What does speckled mean? Like white with black spots?
Basically.
I'll take the speckly one.
Alright, you take the speckly one. Yana, you getting a horse? Do I need to describe it at length?
I mean, just whichever one looks like the most majestic.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Well, I mean, that's how the oregano bitch be.
In the very back of the stables, there is a stable that's different than all the others because it's decorated in gold and spiraling shit, and there's a name plaque that says Majesty on it. No. And inside is a horse that is golden.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Would you like the golden horse?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
All right, you take the golden horse named Majesty. Fern looks at all of your choices and just rolls her eyes and just grabs a normal fucking horse.
I'm like,
My horse is normal?
Your horse is big, but normal, yes. But
My horse
but
is
you have
pretty normal.
you have to pick a normal one. Yeah. You guys spend a little time saddling up and getting ready to leave, and there's a commotion outside, and you have to hide once or twice just to make sure no one sees you, because you're stealing these horses. And eventually you all mount up, and you all have these cloaks on. You pull them up over your heads, and you start riding out of town with with Fern leading you, just holding this white arrow in her hand as it points north.
Can I put my invisibility cloak on?
You want to be yeah, I mean, you can.
Just a fucking horse.
just be a fucking horse walking. Everybody go ahead and roll stealth checks for me. At a disadvantage, because you're on horses.
Disadvantage means the less of 2, right?
Yeah.
I got a 15 plus 10, so that's 25. And
I got a 3.
Oh!
14 plus 10,
I
24.
got 15.
I got
The least stealthy motherfucker.
11 because I rolled 2 10s.
Oh, wow.
My first roll was a nat 1, so.
Oh, child.
I got 24. So
Technically, this is a group score. So it's like the average. So you did okay.
I'm
With
also wearing an
7.
invisibility cloak.
With 7 saving your asses.
As per usual.
You make it out of town relatively unnoticed. You get stopped at one point, but Fern just has to flash a smile and they let you right through.
Because she's a very pretty boy.
Because she casts control person.
Nice.
And the group of you do end up making it out of town, and you start heading into the thick forested area that surrounds the city. And you go for a long time. It's still the middle of the night. It's still pitch black out, and you're just being led with the few of you that have dark vision sort of guiding the rest of you. And the only light around, besides moonlight, is the light emanating from the arrow that Fern is holding in her hand. And there's just the quiet of the forest around you, the slight chirping of birds, because it's getting closer to dawn. There's crickets and frogs, and me getting a text telling me that it's almost my bedtime. And you ride for a good 2 hours before the light in Fern's hand dims and then flickers out entirely. And she seems completely shocked by it. She stops her horse and she has to brace herself as if the spell is hurting her. And then she guides her horse off the beaten path into the forest just a bit, and then dismounts and starts tying her horse up.
Hey, what? Why?
I need to sleep before I can cast the spell again. You do the thing?
I do the same thing.
Oh, alright. You guys start setting up camp.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay. It's very, very classic. Campfire in the middle, a few tents around, because you guys do have tents. They come in your standard adventuring kit. And you all sit down around the campfire and think about the last few just hours that have gone by that have been absolutely terrifying. And then you guys...
I slept through it.
Yeah, that you slept through. You guys all sort of just look over at this tiefling that you're kind of just now realizing he's with you still. He's just become a part of this now.
What the fuck?
I'm just here for that. Aranan.
Aranan! I wrote it down.
With an A or an O?
Arannon.
Oh.
You know, it's funny, you were in the city of Aaronron. It's almost the same thing. You guys all settle down for the night.
Did we ever learn his name?
Yeah, he just told you.
Oh yeah.
Twice.
He's told you
Twice
twice now.
Whatever.
Thanks.
He doesn't know our names.
No, he does not.
He doesn't need to.
Fern gets up and then walks into her tent and goes to sleep. And that seems to be that for her.
Okay.
What do you guys want to do? You guys have all your inventory back now, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what you stole, but
I am going to try and contact Lariel through the stones of sparse speech.
okay. You hold the stone up and think about Lyriel and speak into it. What do you say?
Hey, buddy. You okay?
It's just quiet.
Uh,
There's no response at all.
Well,
Wherever he is, he either doesn't want to talk to you, or he's just too far away.
what did I do?
Nothing, I assume. I don't know what you do to him.
I bring up my stone of far speech and try to talk to him too.
Okay, what do you say?
Hey, bitch, what the fuck?
I had a feeling you'd say that. No response.
Damn.
Thanks for trying.
Do you guys want to just go to bed? You can go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. You douse out the fire for the night and all. Just head to sleep. Todd, who's been quiet this whole time, decides to stay awake and sits by the now put out fire, just staring off into the darkness for a while. And you
Hey,
guys.
Todd.
I'm also going to stay up because I've spent quite a bit of time sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, you have.
Hey, Todd, what's up?
Well, someone needs to keep watch.
Oh god, I forgot about his voice.
His voice.
It changes often, but that's the one he uses to talk to you with.
No.
Okay, bud. I'm gonna go to bed.
I could take care of that, you know. Look at me.
I don't really need to sleep.
I just spent like
What the fuck? You don't need to
probably
sleep.
5 hours asleep in that whatever.
No, I mean literally, I don't require sleep.
Why?
Because he's an elf.
Oh,
Seven, I don't know if you've realized this yet, but I'm kind of a demigod. We've had this conversation.
yeah, I know, but... Hey, that's not how Todd's supposed to be.
He's in a bad mood!
Aw, I'm sorry, Todd. I go to bed.
Okay.
A
That's
little bit, upset now.
That's the only time that Todd's ever been snippy with you at all, and it's very
Yeah.
jarring.
I'm sad now.
But hey, this is news to our new tiefling companion. Todd's a demigod.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at him, kind of like what?
Todd,
Never would have guessed.
yeah, he doesn't look like anything special. He looks like your standard kind of half-elf guy, but other than that, Hold on.
So, what makes you a demigod?
My dad?
Slash mom?
Who is?
This guy, I don't
You wanna know him.
I don't like to talk about it a lot.
He's an asshole.
Oh, I forgot how terrible Todd's voice is.
I can stop doing Todd's voice like that. Todd can talk like a normal person. Also,
Yeah, can he go through puberty already?
there's the picture of Todd. Well, you do recall that you're not even here. You do recall that Todd's voice changed when he was in the other dimension.
Oh yeah, it did.
Think a lot of things about him changed. He got a lot better in general. So the night progresses. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, Matt.
Please, motherfucking that one.
You wanna use mine instead?
19.
Hey! About... The sun has just started to rise, and it's still that quiet. There's mist just above the ground. It's very peaceful and serene. And Todd is half asleep across from you, just sort of staring at nothing. And you hear the sounds of a bear. You don't see one, but you hear one.
I get ready to, like, grab my swords.
Okay. You keep hearing the bear noises, and then you hear someone talking, as if they're talking at the bear. And you can't really discern what the voice is saying, but you can tell that it's a female and a male. And it's coming from the road.
I'm gonna, like, try to get close to the road without, like, leaving the forest area that we're in.
Okay, roll a stealth check for me.
Have fun.
$17.
Oh shit. You slide up behind a tree and look out to the road, and you see a bear wearing a saddle, slowly waddling down the road.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You don't see anyone on the saddle, but you do see someone walking in front of it, and it appears to be a male, who's abnormally tall, with long dark hair pulled into a ponytail, his arms behind his back as he just sort of saunters in front of the bear, seeming to have a conversation with someone else.
Is it the man from the stables?
It is not, but it looks like it could be a slightly younger version.
Am I close enough to, like, hear what he's saying?
I'm gonna fight you if it's Gilmore.
It's not. He's
Oh my
He's
god.
speaking softly enough that you can't really hear, but you do hear him mention something about the castle, the incident, the purple, and then that's it. Before they have walked too far away for you to hear.
I'm going to go back to camp and wake Todd.
You come back and Todd, he had his hand like on his cheek and was sort of nodding off, but now he's completely like fallen over.
I wake
Aw.
Todd.
You wake Todd and he jumps up and he's like, yeah, I wasn't sleeping. You can't prove anything. What is it? What's going on?
There was a man walking a bear, and he was talking about the incident.
Okay. What do we do? Do you want to follow him, or do you want to wake everybody up? Are they just minding their own business?
It sounded like he was. I'm not sure what we should do.
Well, it's been about 6 hours now. I'd say that's enough time for everybody to sleep and recharge. We should just go and trail behind them a bit, you think?
That sounds reasonable.
Okay, I will wake up 7. Todd stands up the rest of the way and walks over to the tent and wakes up 7.
What the fuck? What?
We're gonna go. It's time to wake up and go. There's people on the road. We should go. Okay, bye. And he turns around and walks back out.
Alright.
And starts waking up everybody else. And for the sake of brevity, he explains what's going on and what he assumes you guys should do.
We do it.
Let's fucking go.
We do it. Let's fuck this up. Okay. You guys gonna eat breakfast? You haven't eaten.
I cook everyone food.
You cook you are the chef, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a good meal? Do you guys have rations?
We should. Doesn't that come in the thingy?
Well, sure, but it's been a while.
Mm.
Oh shoot, we forgot food.
Yeah, and water.
I have a cooking and nature book. Can I gather stuff from around?
Sure, make an investigation. It would be
Survival?
it'd be a survival check.
I am also going to try to gather things.
Okay.
I got a 12 plus 1, 13.
16!
The two of you together find some wild potatoes.
And I cook the fuck out of them.
Gross.
Delicious.
They're fucking the potatoes.
Why is there fucking you also find you don't find them. You see some rabbits and a couple deer if you so
Steal their goddamn food.
you steal. Okay, Jesus, I was offering them
No,
this to you as
no.
meat.
Can I throw one of my hand axes at the rabbits?
Yes. Make an attack. Make an attack
Rabbits,
roll.
I'm gonna
Would
steal.
that be strength?
It's your d20 plus your weapon bonus. Your weapon proficiency modifier.
Oh, okay.
Can I shoot the deer with my crossbow?
Yeah, make an attack roll.
Sick.
10.
17.
Let me Google what's the AC on a rabbit. Hold on. No, it's mundane beasts are actually in the monster manual.
I got a 17 to shoot the deer.
Oh, you shoot the fuck out of that deer. You shoot it
Yeah.
through
It's dead.
one eye socket and back out its head, and the bolt sticks into a tree behind it. The rabbit. I'm gonna use. Where is it? It fucking hits it. I don't care. You chuck your hand axe into a rabbit, and it screams as you completely decapitate it, and the head rolls a few feet.
Oh,
No.
nice.
You have managed to find a food.
Cool. I got stuff.
I'm gonna tie the rabbit's head to my belt.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I skin
There-
everything and cook it.
Okay, there's just a nasty, bloody, dangling head on his belt now. You spend another hour. It's been about 2 hours since you've seen the bear, and you've cooked a lovely breakfast, and everyone has eaten and had some conversation about your plans for the day, which you can have now, if you like.
Let's go.
No, let's go. That's it. And what are the pocket dimensions that you picked up? Remind me.
I have a pocket kitchen and a pocket spa.
Okay.
Don't I have a pocket something?
You got a pocket workshop, I think.
Yeah.
I cannot stress this enough. You guys need to write this shit down. Although I am recording it now, so I can just look back.
I do not have
Not that I did.
I write down all my inventory stuff.
The food that you've got can be stored in the pocket kitchen or in a bag of holding. But if you store it in a bag of holding and not a bag of colding, then it will rot.
I put it in the pocket kitchen in like the fridge thing if it has one.
And there is a cooling room in the pocket kitchen.
Nice. Put it there.
All right. With all of your supplies packed back up, you guys hop back on your mounts and start heading down the road. And you watch as Fern casts the arrow again by slicing across her hand, and the blood from it trickles up and then bursts into this white arrow pointing north.
Yuck.
Yeah, blood magic.
Let's fucking go.
Yep. All right.
Jesus.
You guys follow the road for another few hours before stopping for lunch, and you just eat again the potatoes and the stuff, and then continue back on the road. And it's getting towards nightfall when you see the mountain before you.
Oh.
And I would say, Kibith, you recognize it right away. Because you do. This is a mountain that you've probably visited before, I would assume.
Cool.
It's the mountain that contains one of the greatest dwarven cities ever built.
Why would I have visited it before?
Because I feel like you're the only one who would have ever visited a place like this before.
Ah. Yes! Ah, a famous dwarven city. I've totally been here before.
It's a hot spot for new bards. Which is a thing you are.
I was inspired to become a bard.
It's still off in the distance, but even from here you can see the great gate leading into the mountain that holds the dwarven city and the gateways into the Underdark. And you travel until nightfall and make camp, but this time you're out in the open. There's nothing for miles. There's no forest, there's no city. It's just this great open field until the edge of the mountain. Do you guys want to keep going until you get to the forest around the mountain, or do you want to make camp in the field?
I say we keep going to the forest.
Yeah, I don't want to.
All right. You travel. You travel in the darkness the rest of the way to the edge of the forest. Just as Fern's guiding light fades and she puts a bandage quickly over her hand to try and hide it. And you guys set up camp similarly to how you did the night before, but this time Todd immediately goes to sleep.
I am also joining him in that endeavor.
Yes, because you are exhausted.
I'll stay up.
All right, you're gonna stay up. You and Fern volunteers as well to take the watch for tonight. You guys you can taper the night watch if you like, instead of, because you'll take a point of exhaustion for this if you stay up all night.
Okay.
Okay, so who's gonna take the second watch?
I'll take it.
Okay. The night goes by slowly because Fern doesn't want to talk. She wants to sit there and she wants to sharpen her knife and she does not want to talk.
I'm gonna force her to talk.
Oh, great. What do you say, Endor?
I'm just gonna... I don't know. Okay.
Come on.
I'm gonna ask her how she is. That's a stupid question.
How am I? How am I? I saw my father obliterated before me yesterday. I'm fantastic, Kibith. I'm wonderful. Thank you. And
You know, it's important to process these feelings. I know you don't. I mean, you don't have to do it right now. You definitely don't have to do it with me if you don't want to. But revenge isn't always the best answer. You know? I'm gonna help you beat the shit out of this fucking purple fucking shit. But, you know, just
Okay.
be aware that you're not gonna feel. You might not feel completely better.
She stops sharpening her knife
And stabs me.
and she throws it past your head, and you hear a scream behind you. And you turn around to see a small goblin who was creeping up behind you and was about to grab your coin purse.
And I'm just like, damn.
It falls to the ground limp and dead, and you hear some rustling from the bushes, and then sort of a quiet, like just a conversation, and then they run. And they're gone. They are fleeing in terror.
I'm gonna throw the goblin in the fire and return the knife to her.
Okay, gross. She takes her knife and wipes the goblin blood off and scowls down at the beast now stenching up the campsite, Kibith. Like, that's a nasty fucking smell.
I wake up. Fuck. What did you do?
You come out of your tent and you see a goblin burning on the fire, and the flames have now turned a sort of sickly green color as they bubble away at his flesh.
Yuck.
Hours pass and you switch shifts with Yana and the two.
Wait, I
of
want
you
to
go
ask
bed.
her about her hand, though.
Her hand? Oh, okay. Ask her about her hand.
What'd that hand do, though?
Oh my god.
Hey, how's your hand feeling?
Like I sliced it open this morning to cast a spell using my blood.
What is?
Wow.
She don't like you.
What does it do?
It tracks the person of my choosing.
Attracts them?
It tracks them.
Oh.
It's like a tracker spell.
Right. That makes a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm. I'm using
Who are
it
you
to
tracking? Who are you tracking? Lyriel or?
Lyriel.
Oh.
Neat.
I assume he's still with whatever it was that did all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have a locate object. It might be.
I don't think your dragon is an object.
Sure he is.
I mean,
Locate person would work.
doesn't have free will, so.
Oh. Well, that's
Um.
a fun thing to learn about you. I'm going to go to bed. Is this the end of this conversation? Do you have anything else you'd like to say to me before I turn in?
Okay. We have to go in like 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. You switch shifts and the night goes relatively quiet, except for the goblins. And you wake the next morning ready to finish your trek to apparently the dwarven city that will have a name next time. I didn't think you guys would get this far. I thought that the fight would be huge and we would stop there, but you know, whatever. I'm not mad. You wake the next morning to a wonderful breakfast of more deer venison, I guess, and potatoes. And you ready yourselves for the journey ahead. And we will stop there tonight because the youngest of us need to go to sleep.
Good night, babies.
Sweet
Hey,
baboos.
Maddie.
Yes, that's my
Maddie, do
name.
you think that if I train enough, I would be able to use
Use what? The audio cut out.
a sword with my tail?
Oh, a thin sword, maybe. Nothing too heavy, because tails can be dexterous, but they're not often very strong.
So like a rapier?
Yeah, like a rapier. It's definitely a thing that could happen.
That would be wild.
I'm not even sure how you would train for that.
Practice?
But yeah.
Just try and pick up a fucking sword with tail.
It's a distinct possibility, yes. You could do that. Ooh! Stretch. Look at that. I've been recording for the last 59 minutes and 31 seconds, plus about 40 minutes before that where the recording just stopped for some reason. But I love having the recording now because I can just look back and be like, the fuck did she say? What did they steal? I just rolled a natural 1. That's fine. Nothing's happening, thank God. So that skull, I will tell you, because it doesn't really matter anymore, was